concept of blocking a strike or attacking the person down the centre maybe, or into their shoulder here, into the bicep. That one can attack that way, this one can attack here, that can shoot out whichever way. So attacking the limbs, or like Kangaroo Kungfu, I'm thinking of the body as like a tree. So this is the trunk, limbs, lower limbs, upper limbs. So you can attack the trunk here, attack underneath the chin, you know, it's the face, whatever. I'm blocking a strike or covering up here. If I can get into the shoulder here, this joint, the shoulder joint in here on where the elbow and the bicep is, or the bicep itself, because that's nasty. You cork that, where you fucking hit in here, excuse my language, you hit in here badly, they're not going to be able to use their arm properly. So if you could do that, strike this area, grab hold of the neck, like pull them across, and maybe you could take them down so they're down on the knee, and then you've got here, kangaroos like to grab, they like to grab and claw. I've seen them like grab another fallen roo on the ground and pick him up. So utilising that sort of power, grab onto the face here, maybe, you know, get into a lock. So grab the face to pick him up, whatever, hit him, whatever you need to do. If you can get him in that you know, in that choke, whichever way you want to do it, choke him out, put him on the ground, punch. You know, he's on the ground, so your knees come in. So yeah, there's definitely strikes to major parts of the body. A lot of elbows. There's going to be a lot of elbows in this style. Like elbow into the chest that way, elbowing in to here. You know, double elbows to block punches coming in. You know, if you're in and you can, you know, get punches in, sort of cover up. You know, these big blows, if you've hit him a few times or whatever, and you get this big blow in, you know, across his chest to like rattle him, and then get the choke on. But yeah, control the head. You control the head. You know, even here, you control the head. Boom, elbow. Got the head. Got the head, whichever way. If it's behind, put your hands, you know, pretty much in his eyes. It's pretty nasty shit. So take him down the ground. Use your knees. Like there's heaps. So also, because my background being Kung Fu and karate and many other different styles, I want to use the buckling. I want to use the art of buckle low into the person's knee, stop them from moving forward. Buckle them on the side of the leg. Very much kind of Kempo sort of stuff. But I've also seen it in Mark Jump. You could hook behind the leg, buckle as well, and trip. You know, elbow them, strike. If you're in that close, yeah, well you got all your elbows and things. But you know, they're too close and you're there, just boom, like, you know, do that. You know, they get hold of you. Just fucking rip out with power and do a you know, one of those push pull or divide and separate. I'll have to get a better name for it. Strike. It's very violent. It's very powerful. It's got a lot of power in it. It's very forceful. It's got the backwards motion with the forwards motion and the body twisting. And you call these sort of shocking movements where the body moves. The Jing in Chinese martial arts, there's different forces, different names for the different forces, the way you use that sort of technique or strike, whether it have vibrational sort of strike, you know, something like if I've done a movement and then I drop, that shake at the end of my hands, that's sort of more vibrational, you know. Where if it's this sort of movement, or like shoot one force one way, like sort of like throwing a punch, throw a punch here and then boom with this one, so boom sort of thing. That's another type of movement. But yeah, so I'm just using those opposing forces here. And you can do that. I'm doing that with the elbow as well. And even this way. My background's Baji Chuan, so you guys might know it's Baji Quan. It's Baji Chuan in Chinese. The 8 extremities fist style that's in a lot of video games. Again, I'm probably utilising that in my Kangaroo Kungfu style in a way, with the elbows. It's not a complete rip-off. There's slight differences. But I'm a Baji Chuan practitioner, so yeah, basically I can do that. It's not 100% Baji, it's way different to Baji. But it might have little inflections of Baji, certain elbows and things like that. That's all good. We can only move certain ways, and the human body only moves certain ways. And we've all got, you know, 4 limbs, so you know there's bound to be crossover. Anyway, I hope people are finding it all interesting, and yeah, I'm looking forward to playing around with some training partners and stuff. Hopefully in the new year. So, and I've always got I've got my Baji Chuan instructor, and she's a Bagua, my Bagua instructor, Bagua Zhang, Pikwa Zhang. Yeah, so she's going to be an advisor for this style, but at the minute, all this stuff you see, it's pretty much me and my stuff. So, pretty much living and breathing and waking up and thinking about this stuff. So, it's going to be like a passion. Well, it is a passion for me. Yeah, I'm going to create a true style that's going to have everything. It's going to have like breathing, qigong breathing, tension exercises, different ways to move the body to sort of do this stuff. These sort of strikes, all this sort of stuff, the more flowy sort of movements of like you might see in a form. It's going to have a true animal style, mimicking a kangaroo sort of form, which is weird as that sounds. It's actually quite a lot of fun and very interesting, and I'm doing research into the kangaroos, and I mean I see them all the time living in Australia, but researching how they fight. Obviously I've got to apply that to a human form, but there's certain things we can do because we've both got 4 limbs, so so there'll be lots of different things, the forms, the hard physical striking of like trees in the kangaroo style. You know, there'll be like more push-ups and more physical, like kangaroo type movement, I suppose, in a way. Lots of jumping. I'm going to have carbs like no tomorrow with the bungee trend and the kangaroo basically hopping around, moving around. It's going to be pretty awesome for the legs. And yeah, so it'll have breathing, tension exercises, forms, hard body conditioning, takedowns, joint locks, all that sort of stuff. So I'm making a true style, and I'm not going to stop until I'm happy with it. And then obviously I can tweak it and like advance it. It's basically like that classic take what's needed and get rid of the rest. But and you know, I've heard there's been good responses and bad responses, but there's been some interesting stuff with you know, some people say it kind of looks like traditional Chinese martial arts mixed with Muay Thai, and again that's sort of the crossover. I've done a little bit of Muay Thai, awesome style. Yeah, so I'm trying not to mimic other things too much. I'm trying to make it, you know, but you know, there's also sort of mantis-y stuff going on that you can see. Certain styles of Tong Long. I'm pretty sure it's Tong Long mantis. There's other names for it, but yeah. So it's just I'm enjoying it. So I hope everyone else is.